All right, welcome back to Double Barrel Action, episode 2 of the miniseries from Hot Takes Sports. Brady, Owen back with me. Owen, how you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. I'm ready for today, man.
I'm digging the bucket hat, so
Oh
that
yeah.
definitely tells me that you're ready to go.
Oh, I'm ready for hen season, baby. Got that? I'm always repping the hens.
Hey man, spring training starts this weekend. So excited.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
It's about time. About time for some baseball.
yeah, Guardians Reds first game Saturday. Super pumped to watch it. Hopefully we don't lose by 18 runs to the Rangers this year during spring training. I watched that entire game. That was miserable last year.
I mean, it's spring training. All it is just to get players, reps. So it's not the end of the world.
The Rangers got plenty of reps in that game. That is for sure.
Just think, regular season, that won't happen.
I hope not.
That'd be
All right.
bad.
You said you got some topics to go
I
over.
do. I got six things I'm gonna hit you with them. I want your opinion on it because I had opinions on a couple of them too. I'll start with a couple of mid ones, and then I got a couple big conversations. The first one, I picked this one specifically for you, Brady. Okay,
Okay.
the White Sox signing Brian Shaw to a minor league deal. Your guy, he's gone. He's not in Cleveland no more.
I know. Very happy about that for sure. Not really sure what the White Sox are doing, to be
It's a
completely
minor league
honest.
deal.
Yeah, I mean, it's just depth. He'll probably just sit in Charlotte for a while till one of Chicago's 37 injury prone relief pitchers goes on the injured list. So
I put that up because I knew you would miss him. So
I do not, and I probably never will.
another big thing I saw this week was Lance McCullers. I think he's honestly the ace of the Astros staff. He won't be ready for opening day. What's your opinion on that one? You think the
Um,
Astros are fine without him to start? I mean, 'cause I'm not sure how long it is. They just said he won't be ready.
I mean, I don't think McCullers is the ace of the staff. I think Framber Valdez is the ace of that staff.
I mean, the whole staff is good. I mean, let's just be real.
Oh well, yeah. I
I
mean,
mean, I
it's
just Lance McCullers, I think, is that guy. Honest, my opinion. I know it's kind of hit or miss to pick who the ace of that staff is, but
yeah, they got a stable for sure. Um,
uh, the big boy, Luke Voigt, going to the Brewers on a minor league deal.
yeah, Luke Voigt and Tyler Naquin are heading to Nashville, baby.
No, 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 no. I think Luke Voigt makes it. I really do.
You do.
I
Okay.
mean, I think
Well, let me look at this here. I was
I
just
think
looking at
he's
Milwaukee's
more
bench.
of yeah, I think he's more of a bench player on the team. But Luke Voigt's got some power. And honestly, I think going to Milwaukee could help him in his career. Don't know. But I do think he will get a fair shake. I mean, who is the Brewers first base? Rowdy, is it Rowdy Tellez?
Yeah, but Rowdy Tellez popped off last year.
No, but he can't play every game. I mean, they also have DH. Luke Voigt, baby.
Jesse Winker is going to be their DH.
Luke Voigt, baby.
I mean, I can definitely see Luke Voigt platooning there with Jesse Winker. Um, I mean, the Brewers bench is very heavy with people who can swing right-handed. Caratini's a switch hitting backup catcher, and then Brian Anderson and Michael Brasso, both right-handed utility players. And then for some reason, Keston Hiura could potentially make the roster. I think Keston Hiura gets DFA'd. I don't think he breaks camp.
I think Luke
Uh,
Voigt just shows off in spring training why he shouldn't have waited this long to get a contract.
I definitely think that it's very possible that both Voigt and Tyler Naquin break camp with the
Naquin is just he's
well,
it just depends
uh,
how his spring goes. Because I've never been a fan of Naquin. I know you and your team in Cleveland.
he got way better in Cincinnati. Like he was
Oh yeah.
he had a really solid rookie year, and then after that, the injury bug killed him. And I mean, had a couple solid years in Cincinnati, but when we looking at the
Mid.
Brewers, I think two of Voigt, Abraham Toro, Owen Miller, and Tyler Naquin will break on the bench.
Well, Owen Miller's gonna break because he got a cool name, dude. All right. All
Some
right,
days
let's
I
move on
can't
to the
with you.
next. On that note, let's move on to the next one I got. I don't know if you saw this or not. I literally just saw it. Nick Pavetta is not going to play for Team Canada. because of before he came to spring training, he had COVID and he's been dealing with a bunch of symptoms since he's got there. So he's opted to not
Oh
play for Team
gosh.
Canada no more. I know I hit you with that one. Did you not even know about that?
I hadn't seen that yet.
I
But
literally
I
like when I
mean,
was doing everything earlier, I saw it and I was like, because I mean, he even said it was a hard decision for him, but with a bunch of issues, because he said he has still ever since he had COVID. I mean, he just hasn't like been dealing with a bunch of symptoms.
yeah, I mean, some people obviously handle COVID different than others. I mean, obviously, given the magnitude of what COVID was and continues to be, um, I mean, Nick Pavetta's never actually been able to get healthy since he's set foot in the big leagues. So I kind of feel for him, but I definitely think once he finds his health again, he could definitely put up some quality innings for Boston this year.
Well, if you really think about it, though, I mean, it's for Team Canada in the World Baseball Classic. That's the big thing. I mean, he's representing his country, is why I thought it was a big deal. I mean, I get it, the whole MLB thing put aside, but this is playing for your country. I know a lot of players take more pride in that than just playing
Oh
for them.
yeah, for sure.
All right, these next two I got for you. I know one me and you already talked about earlier this week. Manny Machado gonna opt out after this year. Your MVP pick. I think you might be onto something. If he's gonna opt out, he's just gonna go off.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Manny Machado's gonna take a page out Aaron Judge's book. Maybe not in the home run totals, but Manny Machado's gonna go off, win the MVP. I mean, I last report I saw they were like 100 million plus apart.
I
Which,
mean,
granted, the last third baseman who was looking for had $100 million gap was Devers, and they got that problem solved. So while I definitely think a resolution between Machado and the Padres is possible, I think Mandy pops off and opts out.
I mean, with that lineup he's got to work with around him, I mean, he's gonna be getting on base. He's gonna be driving in runners. I mean, he's gonna be able to get his at bats. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, and having Soto there to protect him, especially until Tatis comes back. Once Tatis comes back, Machado's gonna pop off because he'll have Soto and Tatis likely in front of him, and then I'll have Bogarts and Cronenworth behind him.
I mean, just thinking about that roster,
Which
it's just nasty. Like,
and then you have Nelson Cruz in the DH spot hitting 6 or 7. Like that's
jeez.
crazy.
All right. Last one, and then we'll get into our big thing we're doing. This is kind of a yes or no, but kind of more than that. So, yes
Okay.
or no, does Aaron Nola get a contract extension with the Phillies? And does it happen before the season starts, or when does it happen?
Ooh. I think it happens during the season.
During the season? I know they've already been talking about it. Is why I bring it up right now. But
Yeah,
he is the clear ace of that staff. I think
I
he is.
agree.
I just don't know about the whole. I mean, would you bring him in long term? I think yes, but also you got to think about prospect pool coming up for the Phillies, pitching wise. Like, oh, where do you want to put your money and everything?
They have some solid arms down there. That's for sure.
But I don't. The whole
Mick
Aaron Nola
Abel's pretty
case, though.
nice.
But if you're the Phillies front office, do you re-sign Aaron Nola?
I mean, I think you do. I mean, obviously, ownership has shown a willingness to spend money. Excuse me. So I think you have to. I think you have to. Uh, you just have to bring him back. I mean, the 1-2 punch between Nolan and Zach Wheeler, it's super solid. Has been super solid. Uh,
Well, wait. Well, I'll stop you for a second. What would you pay Aaron Nola? What do you think he's worth, and for how long?
I think he's worth. Hang on, I gotta. Let me see how much Wheeler's making first,
All right.
because
Well, this
that'll.
this is where I take it into a different level. So Joe Musgrove of the Padres only got what was it, 5 years, 100 million. Do you think Nola is better than Musgrove? I think they're
I
about
can.
the same.
I
So I
do.
think
I think they're about the same. I agree with you.
so about 100
That
million, like 150 is probably max. What I do. It just depends on length wise.
I he's gonna turn. This is his age 30 season for the most part. Uh, I don't think it'd be surprising to see like a 490, 490, 500. I don't even know anymore because like Yu Darvish at 36 years old has got a 6 year extension. So like, I'm not even sure what in the world's happening in the world of
Well,
paying pitchers now.
I mean, it's just crazy to think that now he's about to become a big free agent. He's top. I remember Aaron Nola coming up. It's like Vince Velasquez. I mean, I remember those two
Vince
coming up.
Velasquez.
I
He's
remember
on
those
the
two coming
Pirates
up
now.
being the big hype 1-2 right there in Philly. And
I do remember that. But my biggest Vince Velasquez memory is when he was balling out in left field. You know what I'm talking about, right?
he played left field. Is what you're talking about?
Yes, he played. He There was like this super duper long game. And the Phillies like ran out of bench players and they ran out of pitchers. But so like they moved Vince Velasquez to left field. He made like a diving catch uh, to end one inning, and then he gunned somebody else out at the plate to end another inning.
Hey, baseball players, no matter what position you are, you're an athlete.
Oh
You
yeah,
are an athlete. Think about it. I mean, they play little league. They grow up playing in positions. So,
I'll have to find the clips of it, and I'll if I can find it, I'll have to insert it in here, or I'll just send it to you.
all right, now let's go to the big thing we're talking about today. Where I brought this up to you earlier today, just so we can talk about it. So we're going to be going over the MVPs that we both think for every team, and the best rookie who will be on this at least the major league team. I know what I did. Don't know how you did it,
I just
but
kind of did it like I if I think they'll come up and play at some point.
yeah, that's basically what I did. I basically looked like kind of like the top 30 for each team and kind of like looked at it a lot and then kind of with that. Then MVP wise, I mean, that's kind of clear as day who we think is the best player for each team. So you said you want to do it MVP, then rookie by division, just back to back.
Yeah, probably something like that. We'll start with like the AL East.
Works for me. All right, I'll let you start. All
All
right,
right, so so we'll do like I'll say my MVP, then you'll say yours, and then
all
we'll keep
right,
doing it like that.
sounds good.
So I honestly think we'll probably have the same here. I think without a doubt, Adley Rutschman's the MVP of this team.
Are you going ball or going? Okay, I have mine out of order. That's why it throws me off. I
Sorry
just kind of whatever my memory. So for Baltimore, you're going with Adley. Okay,
for
no,
Baltimore. I think. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Adley's not the MVP. Adley's the cornerstone of this team. Adley is he's the base. That's who they're building around now.
man, we have a first disagreement. So
Really, you don't think that's
so
crazy? I think I know who
I'm
you're going with though.
I'm not even going. This actually might shock you. I'm not quite sure if you're thinking to guess this. So I look at the Orioles and I know their offense is really good. But when I think of most valuable player for a team, this is probably one of two or three that I have that kind of might shock you. That I think when you think of most valuable player who's going to contribute to the team, that's important. And pitching has been an issue there. So my first MVP is a rookie, Grayson Rodriguez. I think is the most valuable player for that team this
So okay, but in the last episode, your rookie of the year pick was Gunnar Henderson.
year.
So
I
how
know,
does
but
that play in?
this is MVP for the team. He's my rookie of the year, but most valuable player to this team. So this season they need pitching. Like pitching was a big
Okay,
issue for them in years. So I think he's the most valuable player to that team. Oh, Adley and I mean they have their offense is insane. I know
okay,
who my rookie of the year is going to be. I'm not saying Grayson Rodriguez will. He may have monstrous numbers, but for this team this year, he is the most valuable player to that team.
okay. Yeah, I get what you're saying now.
Glad you do because that was one of my hot takes.
I was like, hold on, wait a minute.
All right, now who's your rookie for the Orioles?
I mean, we have the same rookie, Gunnar Henderson.
Oh, that's with mine. That's
That's
was tough when I came up with this MVP thing. Mine is Gunnar Henderson too, because going off of it, I mean, he's like honestly the best prospect in all of baseball, to be honest.
he's
I
definitely up
mean,
there.
his numbers. I mean, let's look at his numbers last year. 34 games in Baltimore, he batted 259, 4 home runs, 18 RBIs. That's in 34 games.
His first big league homer came against Cleveland.
This year, probably hit a lot more against Cleveland.
No, he's in Baltimore. We only see him like 4 times.
Alrighty, you got next. You got Red Sox next.
Yes, the Red Sox are next.
I feel like this one, I feel like we got the same. Like I think this one's kind of a gimme.
For both of them or just the MVP?
Probably both of them. I think my Red Sox one's kind of a gimme too for rookie.
I think the Red Sox and Yankees are both gimmies. I mean, for the Red Sox, Rafael Devers MVP.
Yep. Same.
That
I
one's
mean
cut and dry.
that team just kind of I don't want to say the word rebuild for them, but they're kind of in a place where it's like I don't know what
Oh,
they're doing.
we'll
But
call it a
Rafi
retool for
Devers,
sure.
Devers is that franchise. Like he is that team right now. That team is
I'm
his team.
honestly still amazed that they managed to extend him. They were so far apart for so long.
Oh yeah. All right, and your rookie,
Now, I want you to say rookie. Could we agree on MVP?
Tristan Casas.
Absolutely.
I think I mean, I know in the majors last year he had played a few games. I think what was it? Let's see, it was 27 games. I know he batted below 200, but in those games he had 5 home runs, which we think have people average home runs wise. But as their first baseman and that team not knowing what direction they're going into, I think he's just going to be that rookie who's just going to take the next step.
They haven't had a super duper solid first base bat in so long. Because technically David Ortiz is the first base bat, but David Ortiz also DH'd
He
for a
DH'd a lot.
long time.
I mean,
So
because what? Trying to think of it. I mean, Mitch Moreland, he had that All Star season, but then he was gone for
yeah,
like what 1 year.
yeah. Mitch Moreland was there for like 2 years. Steve Pearce has played there. Bobby Dahlbeck was a wash. Michael Chavis was a wash. He's not even in the organization anymore. Tristan Casas, if he can have a solid season, he's gonna be the guy for them. He's gonna slot in right in the four spot between Story if he ever lives to see the field again, and Devers.
All right, what team you want to hit next in this AL East?
We'll go to the Yankees.
Yankee. Oh, this is MVP is clear as
Cut and
day.
dry. Aaron Judge, absolutely.
Uh, I was gonna say Donaldson. No, I'm just kidding. Aaron
I was
Judge.
gonna say, don't you dare.
No, I can't. As Donaldson, he's way past his prime. But Aaron Judge, I mean, the reigning MVP, who just had the most insane season I've ever seen.
Yeah,
He's up there. But prospect wise, I kind of you might have the same one. I picked mine based off his performance last year because he made the majors. Who I picked.
Oswald Peraza.
Yep, that you got.
Yeah,
I don't know if you're gonna pick Volpe or not because Volpe I think could
no,
make it. I just think Peraza at least is guaranteed opening day. And I
I
mean
think
his num
Volpe spends the year at AAA.
you need the whole year there. I was iffy. I was like, could he make it? Could he not? I think with like we talked about last time, the surplus of infielders in the Yankee system is going to keep him down.
I think if they trade both Torres and Kiner Falefa, by the deadline, then Volpe will come up August, September-ish.
Yeah, that's why he's not enough time for that. Because I mean, Peraza's numbers with the Yankees last year. I mean, he batted 306. This is an 18 game. I know it's a slim thing, but 18 games, the 306 average, 404 on base percentage, and a 429 slugging percentage. That's in a small span of games that he played. That's impressive.
Yeah, I agree. I think Peraza's gonna be really good. He, excuse me, demonstrated lots of power and lots of speed in AAA. I think he had almost 30 stolen bases. I watched him dent a truck in Toledo. Literally Sunday afternoon game. He probably hit it like
I think I was
380,
there for this
400 down
game.
the line.
I think I
You
was there as
probably
a
were.
fan. I think I was a fan that game though.
He might have been. He crushed it. I don't remember who was pitching, but that was the roughest game I think I've ever seen against the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Real Riders in Toledo. But
The Mud Hens pitching last year either had his days or it didn't.
it was always really good or really
Are really
bad.
bad.
There was no in between.
Are we going Blue Jays next or Rays?
We'll go to the Rays.
Rays. All right, I think this is also kind of a gimme. It depends if he stays healthy this year. I'll let you go first.
My MVP is Wander Franco.
Yeah, same. I mean the cornerstone of that team as well. But I mean it was kind of a gimme, but I mean health concerns with him, and I think the prospect's kind of a gimme too, just knowing that team.
I wanna hear your prospect.
Taj Bradley.
Oh, you think it's Tosh Bradley?
Yes. I think he makes opening day. He might start AAA to start, but I think he gets up there quickly, at least before by the end of May. But I think he joins that rotation because that rotation, if you look at it, it's not like wow factor. I mean, it has some really good pieces to it, but I
Yeah.
think he jumps up there and he just does his thing. I mean, his numbers in the minors were just nasty because he played for two teams last year, had a 7-4 record, a 2.57 ERA, and 28 games he started, which is 133 in third innings. So him putting those numbers up, I mean, that's just last season. He pitched 130 innings. Like, I think he's ready to make the next jump to the pros, and I think he'll be the rookie of the year for the Rays. Not in the whole rookie of the year,
I
just the Rays.
I do really like that pick. It's just I'm curious to see how conservative the Rays will be with their young pitchers, especially given uh both McClanahan's been injured a couple times. And I think Shane Baz had Tommy John or like a shoulder injury. So
Yeah,
like
I know he's had injuries. I mean, I know he's 21, but I think like they've had, I mean, history injured pitchers. So I think he'll be up
yes.
soon, and then I think he's even if they put him down in AAA, I feel like he just honestly he could just have a monster start. Who's your pick then? I have him.
My pick is actually Curtis Mead.
I
He's
saw
a
that online. That's what everyone was
yeah,
saying. I mean, it
power
is
hitting
between
third
both of them.
baseman, man. I I think I don't think the Rays are going to be all that good this year. I think they're going to be a
No,
mid team. I think Yandy Diaz goes at the deadline. Jonathan Aranda and Taylor Walls both kind of just move around where they're needed. Same with really honestly, Isak Paredes just does the same thing. He played a lot of first base last year. There's
what a
not
guy.
really a solid set third baseman for sure. And
Yeah,
Tampa Bay's been looking for that kind of production ever since they got rid of Longoria. And Curtis Mead's sitting there. I mean, he's a top prospect in MLB. He's one of the race top prospects. I I mean, I think he comes up maybe June or July at the earliest, and I think he dominates. I think the short walls in the corners of Tampa Bay, I think played to his advantage.
that's fair. I mean, I was in between both of them, but I think I just think Bradley helps that pitching staff because I mean, that's just my pick.
No, I agree. I really like your pick. That was definitely the other guy I was debating on.
I think Blue Jays might have the same for both.
The Blue Jays don't really
Really,
have any rookies on their roster, but
they have like one that I think is gonna. I don't know if he'll make it right off the bat. I think he could, but I think it'd be a bullpen piece. But before we get to that, who's your MVP for the team?
okay, we'll definitely have different rookies of the year. I mean, my MVP for the team and the entire American League is Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
That's
I
what I
said
have.
last time, I think he just steps it up and dominates.
Yeah. Who's your rookie then?
I actually have a Relvis Martinez. He's already on the 40 man.
Hmm.
He's been one of their top infield prospects for the longest time, but they've been working him into the outfield mix. That way they can get him up into the big leagues. He's got nice speed. He's got a plus bat. Just a really solid all around player. I definitely think that he can help them off the bench for sure.
I mean, the reason I picked mine is because the Blue Jays have been known for sluggish pitching, injuries to their pitching. Not really honestly sure how to pronounce his name, so
Oh
I'm gonna
god.
butcher this. It's like Yosver
Oh,
Uleta.
I
I'm
saw
probably
this
butchering
guy.
this. Apologize if I'm butchering this. But I looked at his stats in the minors, and knowing he looks good, like his stat wise. I mean, but that's all on paper. It is what it is. You know, you got to show it in the majors. But I think with the history of the Blue Jays pitching, I think I don't know about opening day, but I think he could either probably start some games, but mainly I think he's the factor in the bullpen. And I think he's like their rookie. They don't like you said, they don't have many.
I do really like that pick. I think it's Yost versus Aluda. I think is how you say it.
Right, right. I looked at it and I'm like, don't want to pick him just because of his name.
Yeah,
I'm gonna butcher this,
that's
but
fair.
he's the pick I wanted to take. All right.
Yeah,
Do you need tickets for sporting events, comedy shows, and any other events that you're going to? Because we have the deal for you.
Use code HTS with our friends at SeatGeek. SeatGeek is an online app. We all use it. We've all used it before in the past. Use code HTS at checkout to receive $20 off of your first purchase. That's code HTS at checkout for $20 off of your first purchase. I used these to buy Brewers versus Dodgers tickets last summer. I know Brady's used them to buy football tickets before. We love it. It's super easy. It's super convenient. So we encourage you to use it. Use code HTS at checkout for $20 off of your first purchase.
And like we said, that can go to minor league baseball games when that's coming up this season. If you're going to the World Baseball Classic, which is coming up, that would be fun. You can go to that. Spring training games are going to be coming up. You got the NBA. We used it when we went to the Timberwolves Cavaliers game a few months ago. And yeah, you can use it for just about anything. So use code HTS, $20 off your first purchase.
All right, so yeah, I'm good whenever.
Alrighty. So this we just got done with the AL East. Now we're hitting up our division, the AL Central. Probably one of the weakest divisions in the MLB this season.
That's what everybody claims to be anyway. I think it'll be a little bit more competitive this year, but we'll see.
Oh. All right. So White Sox. I think a team was I don't know, I think they're still mid. I mean, when healthy they could contend, but I'd still mid.
They've been mid for the entire existence of their franchise.
But this season, who is your MVP for the
Tim
White Sox?
Anderson.
Yeah, I think that's kind of a give me. I wanted to say, oh, Eloy Jimenez, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, Timmy Anderson, he gets the numbers every year. His average is always good. Gets on base. He's just a dynamic runner,
He
dynamic
just
fielder.
he's
It's
got
Timmy
he's got to
Anderson.
stay healthy. He's got to stay healthy. Last year
Yeah.
the errors were really getting to him, at least at the beginning of the year. So I mean, maybe clean up the fielding and uh, he's been in the media a lot the last couple years. So maybe try to tone it down a little bit.
I mean, he backs up what he does at least. I mean, he goes out there and he balls. He kills the Tigers every time. So I mean,
Well,
defensively.
yeah, that doesn't take
But,
much.
all right. All right, who is your rookie for them? I feel like because I thought it was kind of tough. I wanted to pick, but then I kind of looked at this. I just looked at kind of online at what else was thinking, looking at all that. So who did you pick?
I'm taking Oscar Colas.
That is who I took. Number two
I, I
guy.
I do think he wins the right field job out of spring training.
Yeah, I mean, 'cause I looked at his numbers. I mean, his numbers. This is his three. He was at three teams in 2022 in the minors. He hit 314 batting average, had a 371 on base percentage, and his slugging was 524. Like
Yeah, Colas is
that,
good.
like he can hit. I haven't really seen his fielding. I didn't really kind of go into fielding stats with any of these. If I had more time, I would have. But I mean, these are the numbers he puts up hitting wise. I mean, the White Sox don't care. They just want to win games because they think they can go to the playoffs and make a push.
Well, what's crazy is he was signed as a two-way player, but I think he gave up pitching so he could
Thanks probably
focus
a
on
lot more
hitting.
than people think. All right, let's go talk about your team now.
Cleveland Guardians MVP cut and dry Jose Ramirez.
That's hard. I put Brian Shaw. Just kidding. I took Josie. I took him. Honestly, I think my rookie might surprise you. That's
I want to hear it. Who's your rookie?
uh before I tell you who it is, why I took this player because I think a lot of your prospects. I mean, depending on what Vegas did last year, and kind of I don't want to use the word forced, but you kind of just threw it all in there. I think this guy. That's why I asked you about who breaks camp in your starting rotation. I think Logan Allen.
Okay, I can
I
see it.
I don't know if he'd be in your rotation, he'd be in your bullpen, but like looking, I was it Espino? I honestly do not think he makes the roster this year. They're flat, he's like late in the year.
Well, Espino's out till May,
I
probably.
mean, I still, I mean, even healthy or not, I mean, because did he go to AAA last year at all?
Yeah, I think all of our top pitching prospects went to AAA. And actually, I was wrong. I think Espino will miss like the first 2 weeks of April max.
I don't know. I think Logan Allen. I think because he's 24. I think the age obviously mature. I mean, and I think he goes out and he does his thing. And I think I don't know who's yours.
I'm not gonna lie, I've got Gabriel Arias.
I was in between. Like I looked at him, looked at Valera, and I was like, you know what, Logan Allen.
Yep, apples, oranges, and went with grapes.
So why? I guess I mean, as your Guardians fan was just here, he's just suck up to
Well,
him.
I'll leave me alone. I mean, like Arias was looked at last year as a potential shortstop of the future. which is still possible. I mean, Ahmed's a free agent after this year, but Jose Ramirez is literally begging to extend him, so we'll see what happens there. But Arias can play all four infield spots. He started at first base last year in the playoffs and hit a tank, which was a really
That's
solid
important.
tank.
That's important.
Um,
You can
I
crank
mean,
one.
the bat plays for sure. He just gotta work on getting the contact up. They're also working on playing him some in the outfield to maybe move around some more at bats. He could take some at bats from Miles Straw. I mean, we could see Quan more in center if the
Miles,
plan after this year is Valera. Like if the plan after this year would be Valera in a corner and Arias at short. Once Ahmed's gone, Straw could become like that Gerard Dyson type player on our bench.
I was
And
like, Miles Straw
yeah.
offensively, if I'm not mistaken, is not he's like your 9-hole hitter and he's just kind of bottom of the barrel. He's kind of like he's lucky some days.
Before last year, Miles Straw was like an okay average hitter. Like he hit like around 210, but he was our leadoff hitter, got on base, stole bases. Well, once Quan came up, they tried Straw and Quan. Straw couldn't hit to save his life. So once they put Quan and Rosario 1-2 and dropped Straw down, now Straw still never hit. He was below 200 all year, which was really frustrating to see because knowing how like the depth of our farm that we definitely could go out and pick up somebody like that or somebody to usurp him, but we also gave him a 5 year extension. So
Who?
we gave Miles Straw like a 5 year extension last year. It's not like a major money deal. Like he could definitely be a bench guy, but we extended him long term, which really surprised me. But
I
I
mean,
think
he's
I think
not
he starts to lose at
horrible, but
bats. He's a defensive speed specialist. He did not have a single home run last year.
all right. Talked about your team. Let's go to my team. Just get it over with. Rip the band-aid off. You already know.
Who's your
Who's your
MVP?
MVP for my team?
No, who's your MVP? It's your team.
Oh, my team? Oh, it's Riley Green. I mean, come on, baby. Come on.
Okay, good. We're on the same page. Good.
Who do you think I was gonna say? Torque?
I had no clue who you were gonna say because you're
I,
you.
I, okay. I love Torque. Okay, don't get me wrong. Love the man. Hope the best for him. Not just because I'm a Tigers fan, but after last season, all the hype around him, I think all the hype is kind of still there, but as a rookie, it's not. So I think he just kind of,
I think a lot of the noise shifts to Baez this year,
yeah, because of
especially if
what
he plays
happened.
defense the way he did last year.
Oof.
Defensive specialist Javier Baez has 20 plus errors is
So, so
not
you
quite a
had
great
Green.
look. I
You had
agree.
Green. Didn't you say you were between two?
For rookie of the year.
Oh, for rookie. Okay. Who do you have for rookie?
Um, well, so my rookies technically are Andre Lipsius and Ryan Kreidler. Whichever one of them ends up taking over the third base job after the deadline and stuff, or maybe even over the course of the summer. I definitely think will provide a jolt because I mean, right now Nick Madden is supposed to be the third baseman.
Yeah, it's between like three guys. So
Yeah, like I think like Madden and Nevin are up for it. I mean, I think Scope leaves at the deadline, and I think that opens the door for one of these guys to grab the full time role. Personally, I think Kyler's gonna start the year on the bench, so like he'll get looks, and I think Lipsius will come up in the summer and just grab the job once Scope's gone. So
I was biased with mine. Ryan Kreidler, because he is one of the nicest human beings I've ever
bro,
met.
I love Ryan Kyler.
He was so cool, but that's not even the reason why I picked him. Okay, he's a nice guy, but also biased because I do think he deserves a fair shot. Because when he played last season in the slim time to get, I get his batting wasn't high up like people want it to be, but when you don't get consistent playing time, you're not going to get consistent results. But I
Exactly.
think he is. I think if they give him that fair shot, because honestly, I think he comes out spring training hot. I think he comes out and he shows why he's third baseman. And yeah, Ryan Kreidler, baby.
See, I think Lips. I mean, it just really depend on how he looks this spring, but depending on how good he looks, Lipsius could even break camp. Just really
I don't.
depends.
I don't think he will. Definitely not starting wise, because with all the players that do have, like Nevin, like all the guys you said,
Yeah,
Matan, all them. I think they want. I mean, because obviously it's gonna be Torque, Scope, Bias. I mean, the only position open is third base in our infield, so
No, watch this. Spring training will end, and they'll just deal Scope because somebody's infielder will get injured. They'll be like, Scope, you're bye, bye, bye. That'd
I
be
don't know.
crazy.
Because like Scope came in, I was reading their thing, he's coming in, losing some weight, he's feeling good, and I think they'll hold on to him so they can get. Because I mean, last season, I mean, it was nothing. So I
Oh
think
yeah.
they hold the Scope until the deadline, and obviously, I don't think we're going to contend. So then that's where we chip him. But yeah,
All right.
alrighty.
Who's your Royals pick?
A Kansas City Royal MVP. For like, I don't know. I'm not sure how you pick it on this one, but I have MJ Melendez.
Ooh, that's an interesting one. Okay, I'm open to it.
So why I picked him is because I get, oh, he's listed as a catcher, and Salvi is still there. But MJ Melendez played outfield a bunch for Kansas City.
Yeah,
He raked, okay? When he was on it, he raked. So I think he is the MVP. And let me guess, you got Bobby Witt Jr.
I do have Bobby Witt Jr. Yes, you would be correct.
Uh,
I actually do really like your MJ Melendez pick because he's going to be super important. Not only with his versatility, but even I mean, there's a chance that with all the young talent that the Royals have coming,
oh yeah,
they could just move Salvi to DH full time if his knees like really start to
yeah.
go, and
I,
Melendez is going to play a huge part in that.
I won't lie, Bobby Witt wasn't even in my top three for MVP for that team.
Who's your third one? Pascantino?
Yep,
Okay.
Benny.
Notice how I didn't have to ask you number two was because we already know the answer.
Yeah.
It's Salvi for those who might not have caught on.
I was like, all right.
That's crazy. You don't have Bobby Witt in the top three. I think Witt over
Uh,
Pascantino.
I'm not saying he's bad. I'm not saying, I mean, he'd probably be four. Okay, he'd be four. I
Yeah.
just think MJ Melendez bought out. Salvi is just that franchise of that team. But Vinny, I think him becoming in as the first baseman, he's just gonna tank. Honestly, he could have a
Oh
30 home
yeah. Pascantino is going to be really good. I
30
agree.
home runs is it could happen this year.
I agree. I think he'll
I
have more on the road though than he will at home. Kansas City is hard parked in, and
yeah, I'm we'll see. I mean, now that we play all 30 teams, or we'll
bro,
90.
his bat would play so nicely in San Francisco, man.
Trade. All right. Who is your Royals rookie?
So this is one of my ones. He's technically not a rookie because he barely exceeded rookie limits by like 5 games. I've got Drew Waters,
I have him
uh,
too.
switch hitter.
He's a
Uh,
starting center fielder. It's happening. Michael A. Taylor is gone. It is Drew Waters. He's going to be that
so
guy.
he is the starting center fielder, but he just got put on the injured list today.
I'm done.
Yeah,
Is it for long
which
term though, or are we just talking like
um,
he's spraining his thumb?
I don't think it's anything major. Let me look. I don't remember right off the top of my head.
Because I mean, with that,
Um,
because I remember watching him
well, I'm in
play.
the Blue Jays.
I want to say we played him last year in Toledo. I'm pretty
Yes, we
sure.
did. He was at Omaha
Yes, that's right. Because I
because
remember
the
in
Royals got him for like
a draft pick.
yeah,
A
he got
draft pick.
supplemental draft pick, which is crazy. So it's a strained oblique, so no one actually knows because obliques you
Well,
can either be fine after 3 weeks or it's take you 5 months. It just really
I
depends.
don't. I'm keeping it. I don't know
But
because I think he's gonna
he
be a
like
dog.
he just turned 24. I agree. He's gonna be a dog. 5 tool switch hitter. Drew Waters is gonna be a guy.
All right, let's wrap this division up with Minnesota. I think I feel like we'll have the same one. I was in between two on this one.
I don't hear yours.
Correa.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's yeah.
I honestly was gonna pick Buxton, didn't because of injuries and Buxton. He has his moments. Okay, he does. But
I'm
Carlos
glad that
Correa's
we
a
were on the
dog.
same page. I'm very
Correa's a
glad we're on the same
dog,
page.
and it's just kind of I don't know. Who's your rookie? We don't even need to explain why Correa is gonna be MVP of that team.
Yeah. I actually have a surprising one. He didn't play in AAA last year, but his name's Edouard Julien.
He was one of the ones I looked at too, but he's not mine. He is not mine.
Uh, Julien, switch hitter, versatile, can play at least 3 infield spots, can move around the outfield.
Mhm.
I have his stats from AA pulled up. Hit 300 in 113 games, 400 at bats on the nose, 17 homers, 67 RBIs, but he also drew 98 walks and had
That's
19
good.
stolen bases. So like
How old
he
did
had
you say he is?
120. How old? Shoot, let me find that.
Wow, that's the trick question right there. Is the
I
agents, man? Come
This
on,
wasn't on his page right away. I'm sorry. He's gonna play most of the season at 24,
it's still not bad. I mean,
which is why I think he can make the jump up. Now, 125 strikeouts isn't the greatest, but that's also way down from what it was last year.
yeah, yeah. So mine is different, which I think he would have probably been the rookie last year. If I'm not mistaken, injuries brought this man down. He's played 12 games with Minnesota last year, hit 300, 317 on base percentage,
I think
five
I know who
slugging,
this is.
two home runs, five RBIs. Royce Lewis.
Oh, that's not what I thought it was.
Who do you think it
See,
was?
I thought it could have been Matt Wallner, but well, I forgot it even existed. Um,
Because Royce Lewis is he's still technically a rookie.
He is. My thing with Royce Lewis is because I was gonna pick him, but he had knee surgery in June, and I'm not even sure he's
Yeah.
doing stuff yet. Because like when Correa initially walked, I was like, oh yeah, Royce Lewis, he's gonna be the guy at shortstop, and he's
I
been
don't know.
injured the entire time.
I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, I looked it up. I thought he was going to be fine, but if I'm wrong, it is what it is. But
I don't know. Let's see here. Yeah, he had knee surgery June 21st. So I don't know what he is health
we'll see.
wise right now, but yeah.
Alrighty. All right, we're wrapping up the AL Central, now AL West. Houston. I feel like we should have the same one here, but
H time, baby. All right, I want to hear yours.
Jordan, dude. I mean, it's
Oh
a
yeah,
beast. That dude's an animal. He's a manimal,
dude's
dude.
a menace.
He's
Hot
like,
take, hot take. He's the runner-up for MVP.
honestly, yeah. I mean, that's a gimme. I mean, he just rakes the ball. I mean, it's like Jordan Alvarez.
It'll it'll be him and Vlad duking it out for MVP. It really will be.
All right.
Who's your rookie though?
The young JV, Hunter Brown.
We want to know what's really funny about that?
What?
I put him down as my rookie, and the only notes I put down was Baby Verlander.
I went in a little more in depth. So he pitched 7 games in Houston. He started a couple. He went 2-0, sub 1 ERA. And I mean, hey, you watch the video highlights. I mean, he literally is baby JV. Like his literally compared
Yes.
them side by side, and he literally is it's JV baby.
Yeah, and like you look at video overlays of the two, even the mechanics are so similar.
It's scary, and the fact that he is only 24 years old is even scarier.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be a stud. Houston's gonna turn out another stud, and it's gonna be crazy.
All right, Angels MVP. I think it's between the two.
Shohei.
I put Mike Trout because I'm one of the
Okay.
biggest Mike Trout fans ever. But
Yes, you are.
Shohei's the gimme. He is the. I mean,
It's because Shohei plays two key roles.
literally. I mean, I put Trout because it's Mike Trout. I mean, how do you go against it? But having Shohei there, I mean, it is what
I
it
mean, I
is.
definitely contemplated Trout, but Shohei basically is two guys in one. And I mean,
Oh,
I didn't think his MVP season would be replicable. I thought he'd drop back down last year, and well, no, he wasn't on the same level. He was still really good on both ends. So Shohei's earned my respect. He's gonna go out and get a bag after this year in free agency.
all right. Let's get Rookie of the Year for this team over with. I know we have the same ones. Let's just get it over and move on. Who you got? I know who you got. I know who you got.
Who is it? Who do I have then?
Logan. And Logan.
Yeah, Logan O'Hoppe, baby.
I mean, with these, I mean, they need a catcher, and he is their catcher of the future. I mean, and this year he played last year a couple games, and I think this year he's
They got him for Brandon Marsh, which my opinion, is a W for the Angels. So,
Yeah.
I mean, they're interested in Gary Sanchez for some reason. They have Max Stassi, but I think Logan O'Hoppe is the guy. I think he'll come up and he'll rake for the Angels. He'll be the mainstay backstop that they've been waiting for a while.
Alrighty. Now let's go to the
Oh gosh, I don't even want to.
one of the
This is
greatest franchises in MLB history, the Oakland Athletics. You
the
want me to
Las
just
Vegas Athletics.
all right? I'll rip the band-aid off. My MVP is also my rookie of the team. Ken Waldichuk is the ace. All my notes, ace of the staff. Calling it now. They got nothing, dude. They got a bunch of young guys coming up. They're all gonna be mid. I mean, they're gonna probably show up, but I mean, they don't spend money. Oakland, they're just there. They're just the team to play. They're
I'm mad
not.
that I didn't even think about Waldichuk.
That's because you don't go in debt, baby.
I do go in depth. I just didn't think anything about Waldichuk.
I mean, he's 25. Obviously, he's about his prime. I mean, if depending where you want to view prime as, usually I say prime is 27 to 30, give or take.
Yeah, it just really kind of depends on when they come up and when they start moving.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I
Um,
honestly think he's the ace. I really do. All right, but who is your
I'm,
MVP?
my MVP is gonna be Shea Langley Ayers.
Say you're a rookie too.
No, because I think he broke
Oh, did he? I
rookie.
didn't. I
Yeah.
didn't actually look at him, so I have no idea.
Well, he's their catcher of the future. I mean, he's the reason they traded Sean Murphy.
All right, now
Like he's gonna be good.
now who's your rookie?
So I actually kind of stuck along with the same as my NL Rookie of the Year pick for last episode, mainly because I think he's gonna eat the most innings for the Athletics. Um, I mean, hopefully he's better than Kohei Arihara was for the Rangers. I'm going with Shintaro Fujinami.
Oh lordy,
Hey
oh
man,
lordy.
we never know. Innings easier to eat, baby.
It's Oakland. It's Oakland. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, I'm
that's
moving on. I mean,
disgusting franchise.
there's only so much you can talk about with Oakland, and it's just like, all right, here's the Athletics. All right, let's move on.
I was gonna say, all you can say is, hey, you should just sell the team already, or like move, or do something. That's it.
Let's get down to the nitty gritty. These next two to finish this division off. Whew. Seattle, Seattle. Who are you taking for MVP?
If you didn't take J Rod, then you're crazy. Julio
That's so
Rodriguez
awkward.
for
I did
sure.
not take him.
No shot.
I'm kidding. I took him. I not
You have. I was gonna say.
I think he's the
Outright.
MVP of the team, but I think his numbers decline. A
I
sophomore
agree.
slump. Sophomore slump. I believe in him. They've happened a lot, and I don't want to hope he has one, but I think he's one of the candidates who will have a sophomore slump. Maybe just to start the
I've said
year.
that since the beginning.
But I think rookie we could have the same one as well.
I want
Emerson
to hear
Hancock.
yours. That's crazy. That is who I had. I think come June or July, Marco Gonzalez go.
I mean, if
Marco, you're not quite up to par anymore. We got
he
this
hardly has
super
been up
high
to
upside
par.
arm. Yeah, I mean Emerson Hancock's gonna be a stud.
I mean,
There's no other way around it.
if you look at their like prospects, like, their top 10 all are like, I mean,
They have
it's
so
it's
many
that
pitchers.
like Harry Ford is his name. He won't be up for I think a couple more years, so
No, and
he
they
would
have
have
to
been
have
ready.
Cal Raleigh too. So
Yeah. Alrighty, Texas.
I think this one could be cut and dry. Just depends on who your MVP is.
MVP is DeGrom. I mean,
I'm not gonna lie to you. I forgot DeGrom was on the Rangers.
that's like the biggest free agent signing this offseason. How do you forget about Jacob DeGrom?
Because I threw this together in like 10 minutes. That's
That's
how.
true. Oh, let me guess. Let me guess.
So I'm just gonna
You're in
change
between three.
I'm just gonna change my MVP because I absolutely agree with that. I originally had Corey Seager, but I forgot Jacob
I
DeGrom was on
knew
the
it. You were
team.
gonna take him. I was like, you're either gonna take him or Nathaniel Lowe. You're a weirdo like that.
No, I think Nathaniel Lowe's important, but
No,
he's
he's
not MVP
good,
level.
but DeGrom, I mean, he is that. He is that stat.
DeGrom, Seager, and Semien are the three most important players on that roster.
Yeah. Now, my prospect, I took him because I think I
I
looked
think this
at
is
them.
consensus.
I don't know. I won't lie. I don't think it's the same one.
If you don't take the same one as me, you're crazy.
Who is yours? You go first.
Josh Young. He's literally the third baseman of the
Nope.
future. You didn't pick
Did
Josh
not
Young?
take him.
He's
I
the
went-
starting third baseman as a rookie. You didn't take Josh Young?
Did not. I did not. I know he's gonna be good, but when I took my MVP to Grom, all they have is decent hitting. Their pitching staff after DeGrom, I think, is atrocious. I think John Gray, they're all mid. So I took a guy who I looked at. I mean, I went through multiple pitchers on this team. Okay, I took a pitcher.
Oh, I think I know who you're gonna say now.
I took a different one. And I did not take Jack Leiter.
Is it Cole Winn?
I took Owen White. The dog.
You can leave now.
Owen White. Give me a minute. 9
You
and
took
2
him because
in
his
the
name was
minors.
Owen.
That's one reason I took him. But 9 and 2 in the minors, a 3.59 ERA. He started 14 games. He pitched 80 innings. Okay, I think he will be up this season. And honestly, I'm gonna write this. I'm gonna keep this paper. And when he balls out this season, I'm gonna rub it in your face and tell you why I know I was right.
That'll be a first.
Owen White. Mark my words. Maybe not this year, next year. Not next year, the year after that.
I think Josh Young's gonna finish second AL Rookie of the Year. So
I think he'll rake. I'm not gonna lie. I took it.
Josh Young's awesome.
I looked at him,
Okay.
but that's what it is. All right, we wrapped up the American League. We did it.
Yay, halfway
through.
there.
All righty, now the NL. We'll go with the Atlanta Braves. Hit me with your MVP.
Acuna.
Yeah, that was a gimme.
Acuna's got to bounce back, especially after all this Team Venezuela drama. Acuna's got to come out and have a good season.
I honestly thought about Matt Olson too, or Austin Riley, but I'm like,
Austin Riley would have been a really good one.
It's been Acuna's team since he got there.
Yeah.
I think this year will be like that. And my Rookie of the Year pick, honestly, if you think about this team, it's stacked. What they really need, I guess, is extra pitching. So their number one prospect, Jared Schuster, is going to be the Rookie of the Year.
Okay, I like that. This is another one where just barely not a rookie this year, barely exceeded last year. Shortstop of the future, Vaughn Grissom. I think Vaughn Grissom's bat will play. I think his defense will play. Dansby's gone. Vaughn Grissom's got the keys to. He's got the keys to the left side of the infield.
He was like right below it. And I was thinking about taking him.
Yeah, another one that exceeded by like 6 games.
Oh yeah. All right, Miami. I think this is kind of another agreeable one, but Jazz Chisholm.
Moving to center as long as he can get healthy and keep raking.
He's the cover of
gonna be a guy. Yes, MLB The Show cover. He's gonna be a guy.
I think he's a dog. Prospect wise, I feel like we'll have the same one too. No, I'll see what you got.
I actually took Jordan Groshans. Not actually entirely sure which way it said. He's already on the 40 man. He's right now projecting to start the year on the bench. But the starting third baseman is Gene Segura, who's known to have a fairly frequent injury history. I think if Segura gets injured, I think they plug in Groshans. I think his bat will play super well at Miami. I think he could even take the spot from Segura, depending on how long he's out for.
Yeah.
Which he's not injured yet. That's just a guess.
Pick Yuri Perez. So he's 19
Oh, that's
right now.
such a good pick.
He's 19 right now. Be 20 in April. He just got rid of Paulo Lopez. I think that's going to open the spot for Yuri Perez. Yeah, see, now you're mad because I'm just going to check up right now.
Oh, I forgot all about Yuri Perez. I'm
Number
so
one
mad.
overall prospect for the
I
team.
was literally reading up on him today.
Man,
I'm so mad.
Better than Brady.
Yeah, you definitely pulled one over on me there. I will admit to that. I'm so mad at that now. I forgot all about Yuri Perez.
What are your second favorite team in the league? New York Mets.
Oh, the Mets are definitely not my second favorite team in the league.
My MVP, I have two. And I honestly think it's the 1-2 combo of JV and Mad Max. I think it's with those two
Okay.
just leading that rotation. I think that's what's gonna like how well they pitch will help. I mean, it boost them around of the rest of the hitters and the rest of the pitching staff. I just think those two are kind of tied for MVP because I mean, obviously you got Lindor, you got Pete Alonso, you got Nemo, but without those two, without a good pitching staff, you don't really got much. And they're all
Yeah,
in. They're all in. So
they definitely are.
who's your MVP?
Rolling out Pete Alonso for MVP.
Bear.
I think Polar Bear Pete absolutely mashes this year. I think he's aiming for 50 plus tanks this year.
He's
He's done it before. It's completely possible.
Alrighty. Let's move on. We'll wrap
Who's
up
your
the
rookie?
division here in a second.
We have
Really?
two teams left. But I want to know who your Mets rookie is.
I wrote that from a Mets rookie.
You did not. Neither did I.
I just thought we did. And my mind is just all over. I have two. And it's not your boy at all.
Okay. Who are they?
Honestly, I think these two play a big part, but also I think with how much they have in New York, Francisco Alvarez and Brett Beatty, it's
It's too late to change my pick. I stated multiple times. I always forget about Brett Beatty just because of how stacked that team is. I really like Brett Beatty.
It was tough to pick one because I'm not sure how much playing time either of them will get. But I mean I think their presence and when they do get at bats, it'll do. I guess you have Senga.
Yeah, I do have Senga. Well, I picked him last episode. I figured I should probably just stick with it. I do really like Brett Beatty because he can mix it at third. They've been trying him out in left field. I think Brett Beatty will find a landing spot in the lineup, but I think he'll stick. He's got a really nice left-handed bat for sure.
All right, Philly.
But yes, I have Senga.
I knew it. I knew it going into this. All right, Philly. Who's your MVP?
Trey Turner.
Yep. I mean, it would have been Bryce Harper if he wasn't hurt for most of the season.
Exactly. He's going to be out till July.
Only reason why it's Turner because if I knew Harper was there opening day, it's Bryce Harper with ease. I mean,
yeah. Who's your rookie?
Oh, 19-year-old Andrew Painter. He'll be 20 in April as well. He'll be 20 in April as well. He was 6-2 with a 1.56 ERA in 22 games started in the minors this past season. He's a dog, and honestly, another hot take of mine. I think he can make opening day. I
agree.
Do.
I'm on the Andrew Painter train. I love him.
Those gas.
Honestly.
So
he does throw gas.
Let's wrap up this division with another shell shock of a team who just took a wild downfall.
Oakland East, baby.
MVP of yours?
For the Washington Nationals, my MVP is actually going to be Joey Meneses.
Let's go. Same.
I think he can replicate it. I mean, his last couple of years in the minors, and then he even ended up in the majors. He hit tanks. The bat definitely plays. I'm not sure as well as defense will play, but he can play first. He can play the corner outfield. He can DH some. I like Joey Meneses. I just think the bat's gotta stick, and then he's MVP of this team. Which there's not many options anyway, but
yeah. He was a dog when he came up last year, but I think
exactly.
I almost put this guy as team MVP, but I was like, I don't know when this guy will come up. My rookie, James Wood.
I do really like James Wood.
Did not want to take him because I know I think Double-A. I don't even know if he played Double-A. He might have.
I don't think he comes up until 2024, but I do really like the pick. I think his bat plays super well.
With the team limited with who they know they want, they have so many competitions going on. I think he shows up in spring training. I crack it open their roster. He's a hitting machine. I think he moves up fast. And I think they put him right in Double-A. Maybe honestly Triple-A. Painter is 19 years old right now, and he's going to be in the majors. I know pitcher and outfielder is different, but I think James Wood will be there. But
I agree.
You have Savali.
Give me Cade Cavalli. Yes, I do have Cade Cavalli. He's gonna. he's going to be in that stable of arms that the Nationals have. Cavalli, Gore, Josiah Gray. Just really wild that the Nationals have good pitching, and the rest of their team is just
there.
garbage. Like, insert the golden trash bag meme. Uh,
Uh, Alrighty.
I think Cavalli is going to be a big part of that team.
I hope he turns it around. I remember when we played the Mud Hens, he played there and we torched him last season.
That was one of
Opening
those the
day.
days our offense actually showed up. Yeah,
Yeah, opening day we torched him. I think I don't even know if he pitched 4 innings.
I'm not
But
even sure. Let's go back. Got two divisions left, baby.
wrapped up the NL East, man. I wish they could flying through this, but man.
I'd say we're flying through it, but we're really not. Taking a little bit, but the discussion's really solid. More
Yeah.
discussion. So dive into the NL Central here. Chicago Cubs. Owen, who is your MVP of the Cubs?
I think it's kind of I don't want to say gimme, but Dansby Swanson.
Oh yeah, for sure. Dansby. I 100% agree. I've always liked the signing. I've predicted him to go to Chicago from the beginning. I mean, the his ties to Chicago, not to mention his wife playing uh soccer in Chicago, big draw. They really like the defense. I think the bat will play well in Wrigley. I think a lot of the bats they picked up will play well in Wrigley. That includes Eric Hosmer.
Yeah, I
Uh,
mean, up the middle, I mean, Nico and him are just going to be lights out. So,
their defense up the middle of the field is gonna be crazy.
oh yeah,
I mean, technically catcher counts. So like Gomes and Barnhart both solid defenders. Uh, Horner and Swanson up the middle, and Bellinger in center. That that's terrifying. It's such a good defense.
so I'm assuming you had Dansby as well.
Yes, I did in fact have Dansby. Cody Bellinger's on a prove it deal. Otherwise, it would have been Bellinger.
Alrighty.
If they had MVP Belly and his MVP
Oh,
Belly, but
honestly, he could. I mean, on a 1 year deal, he could ball out.
I'm hoping he will. I do.
Who's your rookie of the year for the Chicago Cubs?
Matt Mervis, dude.
Yep,
Mash Mervis, man.
number 21
42
overall
home runs
prospect.
last year.
I mean, I look at the home runs, dude. He had batted 309,
Exactly.
0.379 on base percentage, and a .605 slugging. I mean, come on.
He's a guy. Which was like the Cubs signing both Mancini and Hosmer was so surprising to me because I figured Mervis would just break camp
I mean,
and
I wouldn't say he
would be that
DH,
left-handed
but
bat.
I mean, him and Wisdom, I don't know.
I don't even know. Well, Mervis can play third base.
Or Wisdom.
Yeah, but right now they're trying to pick between Magical and Wisdom. I don't know why they think Nick Magical should play third base.
He's a bench player. I'm sorry. He's just depth. He's like
He
what
is.
Howard Castro was with Tigers.
But the biggest problem with Magical is Magical for the most part can only play second and short. Like he's learning to play third base.
Yeah. Alrighty. On to Cincinnati.
On to Cincinnati.
So I don't have a most valuable player and most valuable players
Okay.
because the Reds are another team I do not think does anything this year. I mean, it's going to be another mid team like usual. But this team does not run without their dynamic three starting pitching. Graham Ashcraft, Nick Lodolo, and Green.
On a green, yeah. Yeah.
Those three are the top. I don't want to use the word ace for them yet, but those are the aces of that staff. And I think if those guys get going and can pitch well and pitch a lot better than they did last year, that team is moving in the right direction. I think they're the reason why.
I'm not fully sold yet on Ashcraft. I'm really curious to see how he does this year, but I'm completely sold on Green and Lodolo. They both came in as advertised. They're both gonna be really good. My MVP is actually gonna be Jonathan India.
That's
He
fair.
won Rookie of the Year. It's just if he can get back to how he was in 2021, he's gonna be a key cog in the Cincinnati lineup.
I agree. I mean, he is a dog. I mean, I don't know. The whole team is just kind of iffy. And honestly, I could have said Joey
Yeah,
Votto.
100%.
I mean, that's Joey Votto's team still.
Yeah. How long do you think till he retires?
I think he has 2 more years in him this year and next.
Okay. Okay.
All right, who's your rookie for the Cincinnati Reds?
I Spencer Steer,
Yes, I
third
really
baseman
wanted
of
to
the
put
future.
Ellie De La Cruz, but I do not think he's up this year.
No, I don't think Dale clears it up. I think they
Spencer
will
Steer, he's their third
move
baseman.
Spencer Steer around the infield, but
I think he's their starting
I
third
think
baseman.
that's what I think they should do.
Yeah, I mean, he played 28 games in Cincinnati. He looks solid, and I think he's going to be their starting third baseman. He just has to have a good spring, and it's his.
He
Other than
was
that, he
good
just
for St. Paul before he got
yeah.
dealt. He was good.
I just honestly think if he wins the third base job, it's his. But spring training, he just has to go out there and prove it. And I honestly think Spencer Steer is going to be their best rookie.
Absolutely, I agree.
All right, who we got next? Brewers. Oh, this is hold up.
I'm curious to see who your MVP pick is
This is my
because
third
it
rookie,
definitely can be. Really?
Bryce Turang.
You think Bryce Young's the MVP of the team?
Hear me out on this one. There's another.
I am hearing. I'm gonna hear you. That's why I asked.
So Jesse Winker, I have never been on the hype train. I think he's mid at best. He's just that player. He's an extra player. Yelich is out of his prime. He's just went downhill. And honestly, he was my other option of him being back there. But I think Bryce Turang, with how he hit, because I won't lie, he's obviously given my rookie to the team as well. But if you look at his numbers in triple, because he played all his games in Nashville last season, his numbers, he batted 286, had a 360 on base percentage, 412 slugging, 13 home runs, 70 RBIs in 131 games. So that's not even like a full season for Major League.
Yeah,
I know it's just AAA. Everyone's gonna be, oh, freak out, say, oh, that's not Major League Baseball. But I think Bryce Durant comes in, he's just gonna be that guy, and he's gonna be getting it done. I think he's the rookie of the year for that team and team MVP.
I do really like that pick. At least for rookie of the or the team rookie. I mean, I've liked Turank for the last couple of years. Getting to watch him play. To me, he passed the eye test. When Nashville was in town last year. But for me, my MVP,
Yelly,
Willie Adames, for
what I could do.
sure.
Didn't even
Willie
think about him
Adames,
because
he broke out last year, man. If he can keep the power stroke going,
he ain't
and
no Bryce Turang.
he'll be a center. Yeah, he'll play to the left. Or he'll play to technically the right of Bryce Turang.
It depends on where they want to put him. It's
I think Turang will play second base.
second. I know there's like second, third, or second, short, or third. They all talked about all of it, but you never know.
Well, the Brewers infield, at least to me, Tellez at first, Turang at second, Adames at short, and Urias at third, or Urias, or however the heck you say it. There's like four different of them, and they all say it differently. But I really like Willie Adames here, and then my rookie is Garrett Mitchell. He's good.
Is he still considered a rookie though?
According to Baseball Reference, unless I don't know how to read,
You only like him because
completely
of his girlfriend
possible.
on TikTok.
That's actually not true, bro. I liked watching Garrett Mitchell in AAA. He wasn't. I don't think he was in Nashville when they came to town, but like I'd keep up with some of the other games and stuff, just like when the Mud Hens were off. Why did I forget what it's Mitchell? Duh. I was like, I lost his name for a second for some reason. But I mean,
Mitchell's a stud. He's a fast guy. Whew.
I was gonna say, I think he could be really good. 61 at bats, he hit 311. He's the center fielder of the future.
All right, this should be not a trick question, but it's a question, and you have 5 seconds to answer. I'm just saying the answer.
Okay.
What college did Garrett Mitchell go to?
I have no clue.
No clue. Give up.
Not off the top of my head. No.
UCLA.
Oh, duh! I definitely knew that.
What college did his girlfriend Haley Cruz, or I think it's wife now, Haley Cruz, go to? Come on, baby. I know you know my TikTok too.
I know. She went to Oregon. I know that.
Yeah, big O. How do they do it?
I thought they both. For some reason, I thought they both went to Oregon, but I didn't want to say it for Garrett Mitchell. I was too scared.
All right. Ooh, Pirates. This is my spicy one.
I want to hear this.
Andrew McCutcheon. I know he's
Okay,
36. He's 36.
he's
But
36.
I do think he's their starting left or right fielder. I think Cal Mitchell has it in center. But I do think he starts a lot. And I do think he gets back in the swing of things. He's back in Pittsburgh. Honestly, could be his last year. Could be. Maybe one more.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think he could retire full circle.
I mean, if he has a monster year, you never know. But I do think he's the team MVP because, I mean, he's back where it all started. And I just think he was MVP in Pittsburgh before. So why not, come back and do it all again?
Gonna go with O'Neal Cruz.
He was my clear second, but I was like, you know what? Andrew McCutcheon.
O'Neal Cruz is a tank.
Oh,
I just think
yeah.
as long as the average plays, he's got the power, he got the speed,
Oh, yeah.
he's
He
got
just
the
needs it.
athleticism. As long as the contact part of his back will stay in play, I think it'll be great.
All
Who's
right,
your
who's your
rookie?
rookie? Oh, you want me to go first?
I asked first. I asked first.
All right, fine. Selfish, but all right. My Pittsburgh Pirates rookie of the year is Andy Rodriguez.
That's who I had too.
He'll play catcher, second, or outfield, and he raked last year. I mean, listen to
And
these
he's a
stats.
switch hitter. He's also a switch hitter.
So,
That's a versatile bat that the Pirates need,
oh
especially
yeah.
when their two main catchers are expected to be Hedges and Plawecki.
So, he's 22. And I know he only played. This is his AAA stats. It's 6 game AAA. I know it's not a lot, but this for 6 game, 455 batting average. His on base percentage was a .435, and his slugging was a .773. I mean, in 6 games, that's impressive. And I don't know if he'll make the opening day roster. He might start in AAA, but you
He
never
was
know.
part of the Joe Musgrove trade.
Was he really?
I believe, yeah, he was part of the three-team trade because,
Hmm.
because Joey Lucchesi went from San Diego to the Mets, and Andy Rodriguez came from the Mets to Pittsburgh. Everyone was like, "Who the heck is this guy?" Now look at him; he's a tank.
Alrighty. Last but not least, the St. Louis Cardinals, the I think clear obvious winner of the division.
Yeah, 100%.
The MVP, the big three, Contreras, Goldie, and Arenado. I don't know how you really pick one, but I was gonna say just Goldie because he just won the MVP. But I think
Would that
those
make
big,
sense?
that's just a big three right there. I mean,
I
in the
picked
lineup,
Arenado.
I mean three. I mean, 'cause I want to say I see it being maybe 3, 4, 5. How it's lined up, maybe 2, 3, 4. I don't know how they want to put that in the lineup,
Yeah,
but
it just really depends.
if I had to pick one, I'm gonna go with Goldie going back to back.
I'm taking Arenado. I'll take the other end of that.
And who is your rookie? I think this is kind of clear as day. Who's getting it?
Jordan Walker.
I put question mark for position on him because I know they said he's a third baseman, but now they want to put him in the outfield. I think that's where they'll put him. But
Yeah.
he can hit. He can hit.
Yes, he can. See, for me, I think it's going to be really interesting how they choose to use him because I think that they're already trying to figure out how to use Gorman at second, like a majority of the time, while also kind of using Brendan Donovan as like a Ben Zobrist kind of guy.
Yeah, I see that. I mean, they have a lot of good players in that team.
They do.
It's
The Cardinals are
insane.
stacked for a while.
Oh, yeah, oh yeah.
I think
Like
it's going
I
to be
don't know.
really interesting, though, because I don't think they've extended Goldschmidt, and I think his contract's up after this year.
So I know the stats in Double A for Jordan Walker: 306 batting average, a .388 on base percentage, a .510 slugging, 19 homers, 68 RBIs, and that's only in 119 games.
Yeah, he's a stud.
Alrighty, let's
Absolutely
wrap
for
it up.
sure.
NL West. Sheesh, we came a long way.
I wonder who our Diamondbacks person is.
My Diamondbacks person is also my MVP of the team and rookie Corbin Carroll.
And he's both for me. I really like Alec Thomas. I think Christian Walker
Yeah,
and Ketel Marte are both impact guys there. But I
the up.
think Chase Field spins on the fingers of Corbin Carroll.
Oh yeah, the upcoming NL Rookie of the Year, Team MVP. He's gonna be what Riley Green was to the Tigers this past year, and just come up and ball.
I actually really like that comparison. And especially with how big the gaps are in Arizona,
Boy,
Corbin Carroll is going to lead the league in triples. That's probably
hot take.
not a hot take, but
Alrighty,
I think it's definitely possible.
Rockies. Oh boy, another team where it's. I know the owner came out and said we're not a rebuilding team, we're a competing team.
Oh
However you
my
word that.
gosh, their owner is wild.
My MVP is their comeback player of the year, Chris Bryant.
That's who I had.
I think I think
I
he
feel
comes
like it
back
really
in.
can't be anybody else
I mean,
other than
that's a
maybe
hitter's
McMahon.
ballpark. Yeah, I mean,
Well,
man.
Crone could definitely be on the list, but I think it
Yeah,
has to be Chris Bryant with
I
the
think
amount of
Cronin
money
could
you
be a
paid him.
yeah, Cronin could be a deadline deal too. So I don't know if he'll be there all year.
Crone Crone was built for Colorado because like he just kind of bounced around for a while. Cause like he was good in Tampa and just kind of
The
floated.
Tigers.
I remember that. Yeah, he was the because he and Scope got brought in together.
All right, who is your Rockies rookie of the year?
I I I'm gonna probably guess we have the same one. Ezekiel Tovar, the shortstop
Yep,
of the future for Colorado.
dude, his
Um,
numbers are. I wrote all his numbers, most of them.
he's
71
gonna be
games in the
good.
minors, 319 average, 387 on base percentage, 540 slugging, 114 home runs, 49 RBIs. That's just in the minors. I mean,
He's gonna be good. Absolutely.
and, eh, that's the Rockies. It's like they're just as mid as this conversation's about to be. Dodgers
Who's your
maybe.
MVP?
I'm in between two,
So was I.
Betts and Freeman.
Of course. Who else?
And they're the cornerstone players and the Dodgers. I'm gonna lie, the
Yeah.
Dodgers kind of are. They didn't do much this offseason, so I'm excited to see because I think they're relying on their young guys.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I took Freddie. I think Mookie's bat's always played. I just think Freddie's bat obviously also plays, but I think Freddie
Yeah.
manning the infield is going to be way more important because it's going to be a younger infield with a little bit less experience. With it's actually my rookie pick, Miguel Vargas, and another fellow rookie, Michael Bush, kind of integrating their ways into the infield. Gavin Lux being the new shortstop. It's going to be really interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how it all pans out.
I had a different rookie,
Who would you
Bobby
have?
Miller.
Okay, that's a good pick.
Dude, those gas. He's
He
gonna come up
does.
and
I
he could
love
start in
Bobby
the
Miller.
bullpen for them, but honestly, I mean they've been known for injuries in the rotation, so I think maybe bullpen and slide into the rotation. But Bobby Miller will biggest name in the
Oh
league.
yeah, 100%.
All right,
Two teams to go, baby.
Padres MVP, dude. I don't know. I almost love the
Many,
whole team.
many.
Juan Soto's a dog. Alexander Bogart's dog. Manny Machado dog.
Still
Tatis
can't
dog.
believe they got Sandra Bogarts. That is just so crazy to me.
Cronenworth dog. Even though I forgot about him last episode. The whole
No,
pitching.
no, 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 no. Don't you dare say you forgot about Cronenworth. I said Jake Cronenworth, and you go, no, he wouldn't even make Detroit.
Oh, sorry, I said. I knew I said something about that. Well, I did think
Yeah.
about him. Didn't think about him just because he's irrelevant. He's a dog, but he
He's
would
a
make Detroit.
two-time All-Star.
He would make Detroit. Um, whole pitching staff dogs. Uh, Hater dog. So yeah,
He did good.
that whole team is, and that going into the rookie thing, it was tough to pick one because I don't know. I literally wrote why. Like I picked this rookie. Padres are stacked.
Yeah.
I picked. Oh, I'm gonna butcher his name, but Rosario.
Oh, guy.
Yeah, I picked
Yeah,
him.
that was a good pick.
He's. I think he'll be the run rookie who, if they have one, he'll come up and he'll just. Yeah, it's hard to pick one.
This is the last one that's like not really a rookie, but he hasn't like played a whole lot yet. Luis Campusano. I still think that he could easily develop into the Padres catcher of the future. I mean, you can only ride Austin Nola for so long. I Campusano's gonna take over at some point. maybe this year, maybe they trade Noel at the deadline if somehow hell freezes over and the Padres are selling at the deadline.
That
That'd
would
be
be
crazy.
that'd be nuts. All right, who is your Giants MVP to wrap things up?
Logan Webb.
That's who I took. He'll get back season. He'll get back to form and be that ugly. I would have wrote Carlos Correa in here, but that's kind of awkward.
Fatal physical. Like I like Conforto. I like Haniger. Yastrzemski kind of hit or miss. I like players on the Giants. They're just not MVP of the team like Logan Webb is.
I feel that.
And then my rookie, Marco Luciano. I think Brandon Crawford moves to third base before the year's over, and Marco Luciano comes up shortstop of the future in San Francisco.
He will not be the rookie of the year. Going to be the left-handed dog, Kyle Harrison. I
Okay,
said dog.
I do like Kyle
He's gonna
Harrison.
be a dog. He'll ball out. He'll ball out. He's a lefty. He'll look pretty out there.
I think he'll complement the rotation super nicely.
I think honestly, he could crack opening day. They're
I
they
agree.
lost
I think it
Rodon.
could.
He's the next
Yeah.
Rodon, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, lefties seem to play well in that park, so anything's possible.
Oh, we just got through all that.
We did.
Great.
We
We put it all
grinded
together.
through
It was
that,
great.
baby.
All right, if you had to be honest, what was your biggest take from all that? I guess in mine and
Biggest
yours.
take, like from your stuff or from my stuff?
I guess we put it all together. We bounced heads back and forth. I mean, if you had to put one thing in together, I guess what's your overall summary of what we just both went through?
We agreed a lot more than I had anticipated. That's definitely for sure. I mean, I think well, there was there was four straight teams where we had almost identical picks. Because you didn't take Cade Cavalli, right? Who did you have
For
for the Nationals?
Nationals rookie,
Yeah,
James Wood.
that's right. Yeah, because we had Turner and Painter, we had Swanson and Mervis, we had Indian Steer.
You have Yuri Perez.
We both had Jess. I'm so mad I forgot about Yuri Perez.
I know my takeaway from it is how much you overreacted because my picks were some were a lot better than yours.
I was just surprised at how many of the same people we picked. Like, I mean, like the first three, Baltimore, Boston, and the Yankees, all those were generally the same, except for you took Grayson Rodriguez, I took Adley. Like, we had a lot of, especially the MVPs, a lot of them were the same.
Yeah.
It's just really gonna depend.
You didn't think about Ken Waldichuk.
Yoko and Ace are just a crapshoot, man.
Man, the fact that I had my 4 rookies as MVPs of teams is saying something about this league. But let's just be real.
Yeah.
The hottest take of them all, Owen White.
That's definitely the hottest take.
I don't know. There's a couple of them there. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be like that, so.
Alrighty. Want to send us off? It's a Brady thing.
Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah. You have anything else?
No, that was great conversation. I'm just ready for this weekend for just spring training. I'm ready for the season to start, man. I'm over. I'm sick. Sick of no baseball.
Heck yeah, I agree. All right, this has been Double Barrel Action. Brady and Owen with you. Yeah, make sure to check out Hot Take Sports 16 on our social medias. Check out this podcast and many others, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts. Use code HTS at SeatGeek for $20 off your first order. And yeah, just make sure to let us know your thoughts down below. Let us know what takes you agree and disagree with. And make sure to come back next time.
Let's go, Hands.